want to knock this.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, safety line is on. Okay, safety line. So I have to bring it over. But first, I want my gloves.
5 minutes later, we finally drive.
We're on an overnight passage downwind, weaving through the Tuamotu archipelago to dive an amazing world-class dive site, which is roughly a 24-hour sail away. Even though we were sailing downwind, it was a bit more active than we expected. But first, I can't wait to share with you our dive. The wind needs to go back to 100, but we're still so far okay. The best is when you meet up with friends. This is Aline, Suzanne, and Maya.
Thank you.
Hey, Nicole! Hey! That's a knife. Good. Heavy?
Medium.
Medium. That's perfect. Got it.
Thank you, Maya.
Wait, we're gonna find another place for that one. There? There we go, baby. Gotta make space for dive gear.
Baby's on board.
Yeah, baby's coming. Where's she gonna stay? Where's the baby? Going diving!
Hello, going diving! Yoo-hoo!
This camera's right with me. Ooh. Wow,
That one is the outside.
Fancy. Well, you have to go in the day, like you have to go all at the same time. If not,
And the boat tips.
Yep.
And the baby goes, yeah.
yep.
And Aline hears it from the bottom.
The wheels on the bus. All right, you gonna film this? Is that what's going on?
That's filming,
Filming.
and I'm filming.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Maya gotta count.
who's counting?
You are.
I got a brag in my
Oh
mouth.
well.
You
Okay,
can
on 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go, or 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, go.
Got it.
Okay.
Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go! 12:51. Then down.
Are you okay? You can't go down. Okay.
Ready?
Let's go.
Suzanne had trouble equalizing, so she stayed at the surface and drifted above us. These are Titan triggerfish. The ones digging in the sand are the females, and they are getting their nests ready. The other ones hanging around are the males, patiently waiting for her to finish. And this was happening all over the place. But the dive wouldn't be complete without the impressive scenery of gray sharks slowly swimming against the current and then doing a 180 to the back of the line over and over again. They couldn't care less that we were there. Now, this guy was impressive. Ryan watched him carry a piece of coral and search for a flat spot to drop its food in order to better break it apart and eat it. We drifted faster and faster with the incoming current and then emerged in a shallow, sandy beach.
There they are.
Next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maya, for
You're welcome.
being
Pleasure.
boat support.
Always, always.
I always leave something behind.
No problem.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's just a ploy. Grab her quick, kidnap her. She's good crew. Thank you, Maya.
That's what happens. At least we know who we dive with. Always leave something.
After you.
Okay. Don't show me in my underwear. Alright. Now for some not so chill out downwind sailing.
Ready to dive?
Ready?
Diving.
Dive.
EDW. Boom's coming over. Maybe not quite that hard, okay? It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. Keep going. More. Hold for a sec. Probably good enough for our purposes. Maybe a touch more if you want.
This is why we have to take the fishing pole out. Because when we jibe, our fishing rod holder is right here. So it would have gotten knocked over. We are, again, going very downwind, but there's just a little bit too much wind, or there was, earlier for the screecher. So we actually have it set up to use if we want to. Up there. We could use it right now. But instead, to help the jib stay out, we don't have a whisker pole. We did on our monohull, but we don't on this boat. But this is what we did. Well, I'm not gonna walk out there. But we have this blue line.
Shooting into the sun.
I am shooting into the sun, and that's okay. There's a block right there that's usually for the screecher, but we're just using it kind of right now. And we have a friction ring all the way up there on that cleat.
A low friction ring.
A what?
A low friction
A
ring.
low friction ring. And this is acting as our barber hauler. It's a barber hauler, right, babe?
Kind of.
So it's kind of pulling out the sail because our main here is stealing all the wind. This is how deep we're sailing.
It's about as deep as we can go and still move at all. Yeah.
And this is where we're going. Before we left from this atoll, and before we were gonna go along this way, and then we were gonna shoot down here, and then shoot this way. But the winds did not really allow us to do that. Well, I guess they could, but
It's faster to do the other way.
okay, so it's faster to do this way. So we are shooting this way, past this atoll, ooh, and then we will go down this way.
We jibed early, so that way we can get closer to that little atoll we have to go above. And that way, when we go on the unfavored tack, it will be for as little as possible. It'll be easier to calculate when we can jibe and clear the top of the atoll, because if it's a short distance, okay, you want to show them on the screen? We're going this way right now, and the wind is like this, so it's a good angle for us to be able to go that way. If the wind goes more like that, then our boat goes more like that also, which is a bad direction because we're trying to get above this atoll right here. So what we're hoping for is the wind to keep going like this, like it's forecast to, and that will maybe bring us over the top of this atoll, because as the wind goes like this, our boat can go like this and still be the same angle to the wind. If the wind doesn't go far enough to the south, we're going to have to do another turn to go above this atoll. And the reason why it's advantageous to get closer to the atoll first is because if we do it out here, we're going this way out here, we're going to go up to here, and then guess when the wind direction is good for us to go the other direction and cross the atoll. If we make the turn way up here somewhere, there's a long distance to go where the wind could change and make our guess wrong. But if we get closer to the atoll and go up, and then guess when we can get over the top, there's better chance that the wind will stay the same long enough for us to clear the atoll. Hopefully that made sense to somebody. And the only downside is it puts us in the dark close to coral reef.
Does anybody live on this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It actually has the pass has soundings, it's charted.
Wow. Okay.
But it's barely wide enough for our boat, and the edges aren't deep enough for the keels, so we're not going to go into that pass.
Nope.
No waves for surfing and no wind for kiting, and it's a bad anchorage. There's no internet.
Okay.
And all of the Tuamotus, there's really not that many strip clubs, but for sure there's not one on K2.
Ah, okay. Hence the reason why we're not going in there.
Right.
All right, wind. Come on. Come up in the
BYOSC out here.
What's that?
Bring your own strip club.
All
My
right.
wife likes to walk around naked.
I need to clean up some of these lines so we don't have a trip hazard.
We're going too slow.
No big deal. We'll just drive again. Okay, I'm ready.
Driving.
Drive.
DDW.
W.
Boom.
Boom.
Good.
Very nice and smooth. We are sailing really deep.
Back to 100 again.
Ah, it's just gonna play this game.
Here's the plot.
Okay.
Yeah, but we hit, see that time we hit the correct jibe. So here was where I wanted to do the first jibe. You can see the wind went way to the right.
But I was pulling in the fishing line.
Yeah, you were fucking around. So then we jibed kind of where that little dip was. That dip is an error from just seeing our jibe. Then we went just a little bit, and then the wind went to the left. So I said, nope, we got to jet back. So we jibed back, and now we're on the least unfavored. Like, it's less unfavored than it will be when it goes more to the right. It doesn't make sense to most people who are watching this. So just know that we're going the direction we want to be going now, but it's not the direction that we really want to be going. And welcome to sailing.
Okay, I'm going to clean the lines again.
Okay.
See, now we're going like this. Before we were heading down this way, now we're heading. So we'll see. Clean lines again. Sun is just going down, and we're getting close to the top of this atoll. And I think in about maybe an hour we can jibe and start making our way through the other pass. Ryan is still resting, so I've got my PFD on. It's kind of like our rule, and I'm talking a little bit quieter so I don't wake him up, but we could jibe soon, especially if the winds keep going a little bit more south. That's where we're heading. So if we jibed, yeah, be straight. Okay, I hear Ryan right now. Yeah, babe! Tricolor's on! Come on, wind, make up your mind. This is our wind plot. He showed it earlier. So speed hasn't been too bad, but as you can see, the wind just did go a little bit more south, and now it's trending back into the mid 90s. I think we're going to be jibing for sure within the next hour. I'm ready.
Jibing.
Jibing.
DDW.
DDW.
Bang's coming slowly. Here it goes. Here it goes.
The wind needs to go back to 100, but we're still so far okay. This episode is made possible by viewers like you. Click the link for more info.
Did you already eat?
I did. What would you like? The meatball dish from last night, or would you like seafood? I heated up a portion for myself. What would you like?
Whatever I don't eat is dinner tomorrow.
Is lunch.
Is lunch.
Yeah.
Honestly, baby, I don't.